Rudy Giuliani is appearing in an Atlanta courthouse this morning to testify before a special grand jury. It is looking into efforts by former President Trump and his allies to overturn the 2020 election results. According to Giuliani's lawyer, the former New York City mayor is now a target of a criminal investigation. Jeff Pegues is there in Atlanta with the very latest.
Imagine what it's like to know that you are the target of an investigation before you head into the courthouse. And that is the situation that the former mayor of New York City finds himself in. We know that he will show up here, but we don't know how cooperative he will be. For weeks after the 2020 election, Rudy Giuliani led efforts to keep former President Trump in power by spreading false accusations about widespread fraud.
The recount being done in Georgia will tell us nothing because these fraudulent ballots will just be counted again.
These actions are at the center of the special grand jury's probe in Georgia, investigating whether former President Trump and his allies violated laws in trying to flip the 2020 election results in the state. Efforts addressed by the January 6th committee earlier this year.
Nothing irregular happened in the counting, and the allegations made by Mr. Giuliani were false.
After learning he was a target of the grand jury, Giuliani claimed that he was simply doing his job as Trump's attorney.
When you start turning around lawyers into defendants when they're defending their clients, we're starting to live in a fascist state.
There is worrying signs, if you are Giuliani or representing Giuliani, that a prosecution might be in his future.
Legal experts say the grand jury could possibly be building a broader case that might implicate the former president.
Rudy Giuliani, unlike other folks, was part of some decision-making processes behind the attempt to overturn the 2020 election. And that suggests to me that the DA is potentially pursuing some kind of conspiracy-based charge.
According to the Associated Press, Jenna Ellis, who is another member of the Trump legal team, has also been called to testify before the special grand jury here in Atlanta. Yet another sign that several people in the former president's orbit are being called in this case. And that's why a lot of people who are watching this case believe that Fani Willis, the DA here in Fulton County, is building a case that is heading up the chain to former President Trump. Anne Marie, Vlad.
All right, Jeff, thank you. For more on Giuliani's appearance before the grand jury, here's Tamar Hallerman. She's a senior reporter for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and joins us now. So, Tamar, what can we expect from Giuliani's appearance before the grand jury today? Do we know if he will answer questions? What are you hearing?
I'm expecting this is going to be a longer appearance. We expect him to be citing attorney-client privileges when it comes to his conversations with the former president, his old client. And those are questions that are going to be kind of litigated in real time in front of Fulton County Superior Court Judge Robert McBurney, who's kind of overseeing this probe. So when prosecutors ask questions, Rudy Giuliani denies answering them. They might go to the judge to kind of make their cases about why Mr. Giuliani should be answering those questions. What's unclear is how much Rudy Giuliani plans, if at all, to plead the Fifth Amendment to avoid self-incrimination. That is something that folks expect of targets of investigations. And so I'll be curious to see how much he does that, if at all.
So, just a reminder to people that unlike others who are being called to testify in front of the grand jury, like Lindsey Graham is being called as a witness. Rudy Giuliani is being called as a target of this criminal investigation. What is the likelihood that he could face criminal charges?
We don't quite know that at this point. That is up to the discretion of the district attorney, Fani Willis. What we know is that when you're labeled a target of an investigation, you're basically being told to lawyer up, that based on all of the information currently available to prosecutors, that there may be enough to press charges one day. But ultimately, that discretion is up to the district attorney, and we don't have a great sense yet of what she's trying to do here and just how closely she's hoping to get to the former president when it comes to making a charging decision.
How does this investigation tie to the former president? Could he face a subpoena or not at all?
He absolutely could. And that's something that the district attorney, Fani Willis, told me as recently as last month, that she's leaving that option on the table, as well as subpoenaing former members of the White House staff, including folks like Chief of Staff Mark Meadows and others who might have worked for the president. Of course, the closer that she gets to Donald Trump, the closer that she gets to the White House, the more she's going to have to fight things like executive privilege. We've seen Donald Trump in other legal proceedings he's been involved in, citing things like presidential immunity in order to avoid answering questions. And so it's going to get much tougher for her the closer she gets to the president. And there will be a question also in terms of timing. How much does she want to keep going, especially with these looming midterm elections, and especially the possibility that Donald Trump could be announcing another White House run for 2024?
A Colorado judge ordered former Trump legal advisor Jenna Ellis to testify before this special grand jury. How involved is she in this case?
She worked very closely with Mr. Giuliani, and she was involved in some state house hearings here in Georgia in December 2020 that are very much of interest to the special grand jury. These are the same hearings where Giuliani aired edited surveillance footage of vote counting at Atlanta's State Farm Arena, where he talked about what he described as suitcases full of ballots that to him were a, quote, smoking gun of election fraud. His claims were quickly debunked by state authorities here in Georgia. But yet him and Ms. Ellis continued to echo those claims. And that's something that the DA's office mentioned in their subpoenas to get their testimony. So we are expecting Ms. Ellis to appear to testify in the weeks ahead.
Tamar Hallerman, thank you so much.